Konbawa. Um, so, yes, a video for this channel. So, brief history is I have started modelling, I've been modelling Japanese N-gauge now for about 6 or 7 years, I suppose. As a Brit, I believe that I was one of the first to be putting Japanese N-gauge onto YouTube with my original channel, Lancaster 622. However, various channels over the years I've sort of touched base with the collection behind me, and most recently I had a channel called Christmas Hobby Blog, which went into a lot of that. You know, it had basically had everything on my British and everything else. I was separated everything else. This is now my channel for Japanese trains. If you are joining me and you recognise me and you joining me from those other channels, then great to have you along. I'm just not advertising it on any of those. I won't be using this to go into any of the normal streams I attend. This is going to be purely for me to be able to watch my Japanese content on YouTube. If you are in Japan, please accept my gratitude. I'm so happy to have you coming along. Hopefully I do the Rouse Your Country justice. Most recently I did have a layout called Sakura Danisha, which went to the Seven Valley Railway on the show. Also went to work for a wellbeing day demonstration of how hobbies like monorails can be really good for your mental health and that. Unfortunately, there was a bit of an accident with that, and I had to scrap that layout. Fortunately, I had to rescue just about everything off it. I've got bags of trees, buildings, all sorts of things ready to go again. Now, the layout had some other bookings, show bookings, so I am really... September the 27th is the first one, so that's my deadline to have something built and scenic to a reasonable standard, reasonable degree to go. I'm thinking about track plans and things obviously at the minute. I'm just trying out Tomix track, so this is similar for those who know the Kato track. This is similar, and this is actually got a thinner profile. It's got a thinner ballast shoulder than the Kato track. So yeah, it's something else. I've got a little oval setup in it. I'll show you in a minute. We'll go and see a train running because I can actually do that. If you're interested in British trains, I do have another channel. I will advertise that on here just now. That is called Woodgate Junction. If you go look for that, there's about all my UK train content is. So I'm just separating the two out, and this one I'm not going to advertise out. You know, if people find me that know me, brilliant, thank you. And again, so my heartfelt gratitude that that you've come along to join me. Yes, so just off the back of that, before we go look at the trains here and the train that's running, if you are in Japan and are Japanese, and you do speak English, because I'm trying to learn, but this progress is extremely slow. I'd like a proper tutor. I think I need to sort myself out a proper tutor at some point. But if you're around enthusiast in Japan who does speak English and wouldn't mind just having an email conversation back and forth with an eager enthusiast in Britain, then please let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm interested in all aspects, from steam, diesel, electric. The collection behind me has all of those in it, and petrol. I've got the gasoline powered rail cars from Microwave. So yeah, I've got battery locos and all sorts there. So I'm interested in all sorts of forms of it, and just want to learn more. Japanese railways have been a huge springboard for me. From there, I gave Studio Ghibli a try and really enjoy that now. And also started to get into the culture of Japan with the yokai, and there's some pictures there from the British Museum, the postcards there now, the British Museum that I got, that got some more traditional artworks on them as well. And yes, it's been a real springboard for me into a fascination with the country as a whole. So if you were prepared to show me any of that as well, any of the shrines and stuff like that you got nearby, really interested to see it. I'm sponge for your knowledge, for any knowledge you can share. But yes, I'd really appreciate it. It's basically a pen pal, I suppose. And I'd really appreciate that. I haven't been to Japan yet. I'm waiting for a few things to be sorted out first before I do go. The love for the railways comes from a local railway circle. We had a speaker who'd worked in Japan for a year or two and was a train enthusiast, so took pictures of all the trains, and it was there I learned about trains beyond the Shinkansen. Whereas I knew at the time purely was bullet trains, but yes, I learned about trains beyond that, about the 3-foot-6 railways, and became quite fascinated there. I didn't really do anything with it, and then I had a bit of a wobbly moment with UK railways and railways in general, almost really, in say about 6-7 years ago now, and was ready to leave the hobby. But I'd been talking, I'd been doing streams on my channel at that time with trains, and I'd looked at some Japanese trains and said, "Oh, these are really cool." Had a great amount of time, great fun talking about them, and on trains railway simulator. Had a great time using them, and one of my viewers actually contacted me and said, "You know, you can get these in N-Gage." No. So I sent my board at the time, dimensions off, and that then became the basis for the original Sakura Adventure. I jumped in a bit headlong there. I translated what I thought was Cherry Blossom Railway, and actually turns out obviously that's Cherry Blossom Train. And I know there was SL Sakura Adventure it ran with a C11 tank engine, but the name kind of stuck though. So I really hope that one I've chosen now works. I wanted something completely different from none of my previous channels. So it's meant to be a foreigner who loves Japanese trains, because it just sums you up. I am a foreigner to Japan, obviously, and I do love Japanese trains. So so hopefully this still documents my progress from the ground up build of the layout, and its trip to exhibitions, and also serves as a resource for any exhibition managers who want to book the new layout. You can see what it looks like at any given point, really. Hopefully I'll try and keep them, and at least once a month keep a video of what it looks like at that point in time. I'm considering all sorts of things in a minute. Figure of 8 maybe. I saw a really good one at the Tomics Centre in Akihabara that looked really amazing there. And that was on YouTube. So the layout dimensions will be 1m50 by 73 centimetres. Very strange, but it's the space I've got to work in. The current track setup is smaller than that at the minute, but I'm just playing with the Tomics track. I haven't really played with it for a few years, so I'm giving it the whirl again. I love Kato track, but there's more variety of turnouts or points, depending on which nomenclature you like to use in Tomics. I see a lot of people using Tomics without any issue on YouTube and that, so I'm thinking I might use it for this as well, because I like the profile a little bit more as well. Okay, so I'll take you down and you can see the layout and what you think, and I'll go over a couple of other ideas. Okay, so this is the bit I wanted to start at really. So I've got a D51 by Kato, hauling the Series 12 excursion train set actually for it's usually pulled by D51 498 or currently C6120 after the accident with D51 498. So we have 611 on the train today. Sorry about the wobbly camera. There we go. So start this end, because the original layout I spoke of before, this is some of the track from it, the Kato track, and that was the corner I had. And I always like to start with that because it gives me a point of reference for any new layout I come across. Also, I've got the wheel cleaning track there as well, and this is all the Tomix track I have. So just a very simple oval. It's a Track Magic cleaner there, and that's the initial dirt that came off it, and that's the more recent grub stuff that came off just the front section. So yes, this is where the layout was set to be built and where it will live for most of the time until the windows get sorted here. Then I've actually got a board that's much longer than that will go over this area and will go up from where the aircon unit is there right across. So at that point is when I'll look at a new location of the aircon unit so I can have the full use of it. But yes, so that basically is that. And bus is just there for a bit of scenery. It's all being powered on a minute by one of these FG17 controllers. But yes, I'm just currently thinking of that. This seems to be running very nicely. So I'm thinking a single track this time. The last layout was double track, but that's all it was just 2 loops. Single track with a passing station, passing loop, maybe a little goods yard or a loading shed or something. Just for a bit of operational interest as well. And also I'll have a train, means I'll have at least one train in front of the public as well that shows. But yes, so the new baseboard will be being done on the 24th of August. So I'll have just over a month to get all the work done. But in the meantime, so I'm going to play with lots of track plans and make sure I can get together the track I need to do it. So say 150 by 73 centimetres. If anyone wants to suggest any track plans to those dimensions, then please let me know. Yeah, if you let me know in the comments so I can provide you my email address so you can send the plans over, and yeah, I'm interested in the most interesting layout we can get into that space. Okay. Oh, back to it. Thank you for watching. Hope that's made some sense and not been too boring, and I'll see you in another video. So arigato gozaimashita and sayonara.